everyone's saying hi. My girls are waving. My girls are waving. You can't see them. They're sitting just here out of shot. Hi. Welcome to this Facebook and Instagram simultaneous live. I am Ree from mummyof4.com and I help busy mums make their lives easier with parenting tips, tricks, hacks, advice, reviews, all that kind of jazz. So today we are talking about cloth nappies. Basically, I have quite a lot of questions about cloth nappies, so I thought I would do a little blog series on it. So there is a new blog post about cloth nappies at the moment going live every Tuesday. So you can head over to mummyof4.com and check all that out. And we have, so far, we've had just like an general overview, introduction to cloth nappies. We have had an introduction to all the different types of cloth nappies, which is what we're going to talk about today. And then we've had a blog post all about the different accessories that you need to go with cloth nappies. So the stuff you need to buy that other than the nappies to go with the nappies. So today I am just going to introduce you to all the different types of nappies that are available. So they're not all the different types of brands. That I've got there are a variety of brands here today, but just basically the different styles. Because I know when I started doing cloth nappies, I was like, whoa, where do I start? Wow, Zara's tearing her cocktails. Just a little aside, Bella keeps saying, I want a cocktail. She needs a cocktail sausage, okay? She's like, I want a cocktail. I need another cocktail. Cocktail sausages. Anyway, so they're just having a little like brunch here. So they are sitting here and hopefully behaving for me to chat to you guys. Right. So basically, yeah, when I started cloth nappies, I discovered them when William was, that's baby number 2, was around about his first birthday. And I didn't look back. I thought they were awesome. But when I sort of was first going, right, okay, what do I buy? It was a little bit of a minefield because there's so many different types. So basically the ones I started with were these. So these are from Totspot, and this would be an all-in-one nappy. So this would be quite an easy daytime nappy. It's birth to potty size and it's all-in-one, so it comes with everything you need, which is always good. So I'm going to take it apart and show you. Basically, it does up like a disposable nappy would. So once you've kind of, that it would come out of your bag, your changing bag, like that, ready to go. So you've stuck all the bits in it before you leave the house, and then just for a bun change, it's super simple. Place your baby, the baby you prepared earlier, in there, do it up, way to go. Okay, so this type of nappy, this is the liner. Okay, so this can be liners that you pre-buy, or they can be just bits of fleece blanket that you cut up into the right shape. Basically, the liner, this fleece material, is not absorbent. So all the wee gets sucked through the nappy, and this bit stays nice and dry next to your child's bum, which works quite nicely. It also catches the poop, so you can flush the poop down the toilet and get it off the nappy quite easily. So the all-in-one nappy has got the absorbent bit in it. I actually always boost mine, but I'll talk about that in a second. So basically, that's what it looks like. So it's literally the whole thing ready to go. If you didn't want any of this stuff, you could just use this and nothing else at all, and that would work as a nappy. Basically, what you do is you stuff, this is the absorbent bit that absorbs the wee, just stuff it in there, and then you could just put the nappy on your baby like that if you wanted to. I always use a liner. As I said, I think it keeps their bum drier. But that is the benefit of an all-in-one nappy. So that'd be a really easy peasy way to start. If you want to boost your nappies because your baby is a heavy wetter, then you can add one of these. These all come in like a white colour normally, and I shove them in the machine with a load of dye on because I like nice bright colours. So anyway, so yeah, basically you can stuff it in like so. Now, as it happens, I think this nappy, looking at it, came with an attachment you can popper into it. There, you see that? Basically, one of those with a popper on it, so that it can be all in one piece. So that is literally an all-in-one nappy. So tell a lie. These come with these. I just haven't got them here because that's not what I can. But eat your food, sweetheart. Let me talk to these people, and then we're going to go and play. Okay? Yes. Fingers crossed to be good for another few minutes. Anyway, so that's your all-in-one nappy. Basic, nice and easy to grab and go. These nappies will kind of work for a couple of hours. These are not so suitable for overnight because if you use these overnight, they just won't hold it. So these are like a daytime nappy, kind of a 2 up to 4 hours, but sort of like every 2-3 hour change, which is how often you change baby's bum anyway during the day, isn't it? So that is one option. Another daytime option would be a pocket nappy. Now, a pocket nappy is kind of what it says on the tin. So it's the same as the other nappy. This one's poppers as opposed to Velcro, and that's just a personal preference though. I personally like poppers because when they get to be toddlers, they're a bit harder to undo, and it's a bit less fiddly. You know, in the machine, you've got to make sure those are stuck down, so they stick to other things. So yeah, personal preference. Don't worry about it, darling. Mummy, pick it up in a second. I will sweep it up in a second. You eat your food now, as a good girl. Right, so pocket nappy is basically, it's like the all-in-one nappy, but this bit isn't attached. So the pocket nappy is literally just, that's what it comes with, and that bit is empty. So none of the pocket nappy is absorbent, okay? And you stuff in there whatever you want as the absorbent core. So you can choose. So basically the all-in-one nappy has the absorbent bit stuck to it. Maybe I should swap to doing these lives when the girls are napping. I've had this conversation, just as an aside, over on Instagram stories before now. And most people have voted that they like all the crazy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is it better to do it when they're napping? Do you like the mentalness that is my life? Anyway, pocket nappy. So you can choose to stuff it with whatever you want. This is an insert, and this would be considered a booster. So I'm going to do a whole blog post explaining this. But in short, these are synthetic, and they absorb fast, and don't hold as much. These are natural, like a bamboo, and they don't absorb as quickly, but they hold a lot more. So I use one of each. So basically, for a little girl... Don't worry about it, darling, what's the matter? Okay, sweetheart, don't worry. For a little girl, girls tend to weave, if you think about it, if they're lying down more like to the back. So for a little girl, I would stuff it like that. So most of the wadding is here. So it's going to be under their bum. This is the front of the nappy. So if you've got a little boy, I'd double stuff it up the front. So more of the wee is contained, is caught where it happens, you know. So yeah, that's a pocket nappy. Basically, you can choose how much or how little you want to stuff it with. If you've got a baby that is not weeing as much, like a smaller baby, then you obviously only need one thing. If you've got like an older baby, so Dara's a toddler now, then I would put both. So yes, we've got, that's all in one. And pocket nappy, same thing, it's just these bits are separate, or these bits are all stuck together. So those are those two types. An all-in-two nappy, I'm pretty sure I've only got one of. Did I even bring it down? No, I don't think I did. Basically, an all-in-two nappy is like an all-in-one nappy where the bits pop apart. Does that do the same? No. I didn't bring one. Basically, an all-in-two nappy is exactly like an all-in-one nappy, apart from all the bits come apart for washing. Other than that, it's the same. So we've got pocket nappies, we've got all-in-one nappies, like this. And if this was an all-in-two nappy, that bit would come off or sit back on. Simple. So those would be kind of the daytime options, the ones I would go for daytime. The next ones I'm going to talk to you about are the ones I use for nighttime because they are bomb-proof. This is what the girls wear for bedtime. It's bulkier, so I mean they could wear them in the day, but they are bulkier, so I prefer the pocket nappies, which are a bit slimmer for the day. These are amazing and last kind of all night. So this is again another top bottom. Top bamboozle. Girls, eat your food nicely. Mummy's going to be 2 more minutes, and then we're going to go and play. Okay? Go on, then you eat all of your food like a good girl. Well done. Anyway, I won't be long, honest girls. Okay, right. So this is a two-part system, as in a wrap, which is the waterproof bit, and the absorbent bit. Now, all of that is absorbent, the whole thing. So all of this, so that you can choose to have that in or not, but all of that is absorbent, the whole thing. So as you can imagine, that holds quite a lot of wheelie. Okay, darling, you may have one. I did say you could when you did, you could. Right. So this is like the underneath bit. I do always put a little liner in it as well, just because it kind of keeps the bit next. Yes, she's allowed one as well. That keeps the bit next to their skin nice and dry. So that bit goes underneath, and then over the top goes the wrap, and that, when popped up properly, holds, as long as you make sure all of that is tucked in nicely, holds all of the wee in. It's got like a double gusset around the leg. I'll show you. Which basically, this bit stops leakage and escaping, which is good, really handy. So these nappies would be considered like a two-part system, they would be called, or a sized nappy. So this is a size 3, so this is giant. It also can popper down to be made smaller, but this is a size 3, so this stuff that's better. Or it would be poppered down to the smaller size, and Zara could get into it. Then they also come in a size 2, which again popper down at the top spots ones, which would sort of go with the baby as they grow a little bit. Or then the very small ones for very small babies. This would be a size 1, look how tiny and cute that is. These are little lamb ones. And just to clarify, these were all a white colour, and I dyed them all because I like pretty colours. So yeah, these would be, these are the ones that Zara wore when she was newborn. So she was 6.5 pounds when she was born. Okay, darling, grab Zara's drink and give it back to her. She's thrown it on the floor. Yes, you can. These don't fit Zara anymore. I haven't bought myself to get rid of them yet. I know, I need to get rid of them. People do buy these pre-loved. So you could, when you've finished with your cloth nappies, you can sell them on, or you could have a look at buying some pre-loved if you wanted to get started. But yeah, these are the ones that she wore when she was a newborn baby. And then these, as a two-part system, had the wraps over the top. So those are the ones that she was in when she was super tiny. The other thing, well, I'd rather she didn't throw a drink on the floor. Can you help her with her bib, please, darling? Because she's got her hand stuck in it. Zara's flapping because her bib is hand stuck up with the bib. Right. The other thing that I did use, and I talked about this, I think, in last week's Facebook Live, I did use a muslin as a nappy when Zara was very small. And for that, I tried to put this on a Moana dolly last week. Didn't go terribly well, because you don't change babies while holding them in the air, trying to demonstrate to a camera. But basically, you fold it. There's lots of different folds that you can do. That I need to do a separate video on, really. But what I've done is I fold it into thirds, like that, and then just pull apart the top bit, like that. And then you can put your baby. Girls are funny, something very funny. I'm not sure what. I'm throwing things on the floor. Really fun game. Right. Basically, you can put your baby in there, like that. That goes around there, like so. And then the nappy wrap would go over the top of that. And for a very tiny baby, even though I've done this with one hand, it looks giant. When Zara was really tiny, that was what she would wear. Not the size one. This one's huge. She would wear nappy wrap like that, over some muslin, and that would be held together with one of these. And basically, that is an option for your very small babies. Sizing-wise, yes, Jenna's saying that she's smiling, listening to Bella and Zara, those little giggles. Yeah, they're being like, well, this year. Basically, sizing-wise, newborn nappies, if you want to do cloth bumming from that when they're very tiny, you generally need newborn nappies, because these other nappies are called birth to potty nappies, but what they really mean is from about like 8-10 pounds in size. So unless you have a really giant chunky baby, these aren't going to fit from birth. But basically, the birth to potty, because they popper down. So up to like a 2-year-old would wear it like that. And I don't know if you can see on here, there's little poppers. I'm not sure if you can see that. Perhaps if I get a different coloured one so you can see it better. Maybe this pink one. By the way, how pretty is that? Gorgeous. Right, there you go. You can see that on there. Can you see it? There we go. You can see the poppers. So those poppers, they'd be like open for a bigger baby, but when they start wearing these birth to potty ones from when they're like 8 or 10 pounds, you popper it down and it makes it a lot smaller, like so. Like that. Pop into the right ones. Massively popping up the wrong place. There we go. So that is now, as you can see, that's made that a lot shorter. So that would now go round for a much smaller baby. So yeah, personally what I did, I used the muslins and the wraps for the day for a newborn, and then these and the wraps for a newborn overnight. And then for an older baby, we use the pocket nappies. They're my fave for the day, and the 2-parters for the night. So yeah, after that, Jenna's just saying, yes, I gave her some potty training pants, basically some cloth nappy pants, which I haven't got any of around here for me today. But yes, that's the other thing. When they move on to potty training, rather than using like a pull-up, you can use, they look a lot more like knickers. They've just got a little bit of absorbency in them. Oh, as an aside, I found the all-in-2 nappy, which, how pretty is that? Look. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, who's that on that nappy? Rah, yeah. Anyway, all-in-2 nappy that I thought, I knew I'd put somewhere. Basically, is literally, that's got the liner, which I put in myself, is all in 2, as in it's got all the, it comes in 2 parts, because that's the main bit of the nappy, and then all this absorbent bit comes comes with it and pops through, but it's in 2 parts. So there we go, not terribly organised, but that's the gist of it. That's the basic different types of cloth nappies that you kind of want to look at and make a decision on. But personally, I go for, if you're going to do the newborn ones, then that's cool. You do the muslins and the 2 parts, and then in the day for me, I would go pocket nappy and 2-part for the night. Yes, you can. Right, the girls need me now, so I'm going to go. If you have any questions about this, and I have not, I've sort of waffled on a little bit. If you've got any specific questions about this, I can see I have got a couple of questions on Instagram. Well, in fact, I'll just answer the questions. I've got Gemma saying on Instagram, have I always used cloth nappies and why did I switch? No, I discovered cloth nappies. When I had my first baby, I thought people that did cloth nappies were nuts because why make more work for yourself? I switched to cloth nappies. Oh, Sarah wants to come. Look, guys, I'm going to come and get the girls because they want to be in it. I'm still here. I'm just picking Zara. Bella, do you want to come and be in the video? I'm just going to answer people's questions and then we're going to go. Right. You want to eat? Well, if you want to eat, you can go and sit over there. Or you can come and be in the video quickly. Right. Zara wanted to say hi. Bella, you want to come and say hi too? Come and say hi too. She's got a headache. Run on because she's been eating. There we go. Right. Answering the questions. Why did I switch to cloth nappies? I discovered cloth wipes first, which are these things, which I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about numerous times before. A wipe. There we go. That's Zara's word for wipe. I went to visit one of my lovely friends. You want a wipe as well? Of course you can. It's not wet, it's just dry. Is that okay? Do you need a wet one?
Yeah.
Right.
I want this one.
Go on then, you have, well, I'll wet it in a minute. Mummy just needs, you need a drink. Well, go and get Zara's drink for her, please. The joys of baby signing. We can just boss you around younger. Right, yeah, I discovered these cloth wipes because I went to visit a friend. I didn't have my wipes with me because I'd left them in the car, and William, who was one of the times smeared banana all down my leg. And I went, ugh, can I borrow, you can't borrow a disposable wipe, can you? But can I have a wipe, please? And she threw me one of these, and I was like, wow, how cool is this? And it just got all the gunk off straight away. And I thought, wow, okay, so I thought, right, cloth wipe convert. Can you just close the gate, darling, so Tara can get out? Go. Anyway, so then I was told that our local council had this cloth nappy scheme. So if you, and in fact, you guys should all check out, see if your local council has one. At the time, they were doing a £100 voucher. So if you bought cloth nappies, they would give you £100 and sent them the receipt. And you were living in a certain postcode, they would give you £100 back towards your cloth nappies. And I thought, do you know what? Why not? If I'll give it a go. I thought I will use my however many £100 buys me, and if they're in the wash, I'll use disposables. And if I don't get on with them, I'll sell them, because people buy pre-loved cloth nappies for almost as much as new ones. Anyway, so that's another benefit of doing it. You can sell them when you're done. So you can't sell disposable ones once they've been pooped in, believe it or not. So yeah, I thought, right, I'll do it. And to be honest, I love them because they're just so pretty. Full disclosure, the main reason I like cloth nappies is because they're pretty. The other reasons are, obviously, they save loads of money. I like the fact you don't run out of them. What are you doing? You being a menace? I like the fact you don't run out of them, because you just shove them in the washing machine and you've got them back again. So you're not kind of like, I've got to get to the wherever, I'll get massive amounts delivered. Because I only like buying them in bulk when I used to buy disposables, because they're cheaper that way. So I used to go and get massive amounts of nappies delivered, because I thought it was a cheap way to do it. And it was just, I'd have all these disposable nappies everywhere. Another reason I like them is because they're kinder to the children's skin. Zara especially has got really sensitive skin. She gets eczema and stuff. And they just, in my experience, haven't had nappy rash using this. So personal experience, I found them really good for that. So yeah. And obviously environment. Got to say the environment. But yeah, again, full disclosure, it's because they're pretty and they're better for my children. They're the main reasons I use cloth nappies. So unless there are any other questions on the live, then yeah, if you are watching this on replay and you have any questions, inbox me, comment on the live broadcast if you can do that on Facebook. I'm not sure you can on Instagram, but you can DM me. And I'm more than happy to try and answer the questions that you have specifically. So thank you so much for joining me. I don't know what your thoughts on next week, whether I'm going to stick to the 10 o'clock slot or I'll move it to nap time. I don't know. Do you guys like the fact that I can't even concentrate on what I'm saying because I'm too busy dealing with all this? All the crazy?
Mom,
yeah.
we're staying for stuff.
It's time to say goodbye to everybody now. Would you like to come and say goodbye? Zaza, do you want to come up and say goodbye to everybody?
I want some more food.
Right. You can have some more food in a minute, darling. Zara, can you say goodbye to everybody? Goodbye. And can we say thank you for joining us? Thank you. That's the baby sign for thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you all very soon. Bella's saying goodbye and thank you too. You can use words because you are big. Oh, I don't think we want to see you close to your mouth. Can you say goodbye? Goodbye.